Hello and welcome to Pabbly. In this video, we are going to understand how to send WhatsApp message on MakeForms submission. So let's say that you are receiving new leads through form submission, and here we are using MakeForms to receive the responses. Now let's say every time a new response is received and we have received the details of a new lead, then automatically a WhatsApp message has to be sent to the new lead welcoming the person on board. You can share the brochure of your company, you can share the product details or the new sale offers. Now to do this, we'll have to integrate MakeForms and AiSensy, and we can do the same using Pabbly Connect. So here my trigger application will be MakeForms and my action application will be WhatsApp by AiSensy. Now to understand how you can integrate and automate this entire process yourself without the need of any coding skills, let's begin. So this here is the dashboard of Pabbly Connect, and you can reach here by clicking on the link which is given in the video description. So you have the options to either sign in or sign up. If you are an existing user, sign in, and if you are a new user, you will have to sign up. So it is not going to take more than 2 minutes, and also at the time of account creation, you will get 100 free tasks so that you can test all these automations. Now once you have reached the dashboard, on the right hand side there's a tab Create Workflow. Click on this. This dialog box will appear, and here you will be asked to name your workflow. You can give any random name. I'm going to name it as per my objective, which is to send WhatsApp message on MakeForms submission. Let's click on Create. As we do that, here we have reached another window which has got two extremely important events. One here is trigger, another one is action. Now triggers and actions are basically the building blocks of automation. Trigger is when this happens, action says do this. Basically, action here is the automated response of your trigger application. Let's understand this with the help of an example. So every time you swipe your card and the payment is made, you get a notification on SMS about the amount debited. Now how does that happen? With the help of automation. Now in such a case, your trigger will be the payment gateway, and your action application can be any application with the help of which you can send this SMS. Now let's come to our use case. So here my trigger will be MakeForms. Let's click on this. Next we have the trigger event. So this is the event that is going to make this workflow run, and here it will be new form submission. Now here you can see we have received this webhook URL. This is going to act as a communicator between two different applications. So it is going to act as a bridge to connect MakeForms and Pabbly Connect so that Pabbly Connect can access the information. Now here I'm going to first copy this. So as we do that, we have to follow the following steps. First of all, we have to log into MakeForms. I already have done that. So this here is my MakeForms dashboard. Now here we have got settings. Click on this. Within settings, we have integrations. Now within integrations, we have got webhook, and here I'm going to add a webhook. So this here is the endpoint. So here I'm going to paste the URL that we had just received, and here I'm going to make it post. Once done, next we have to select the form. Here you can see I've got different forms. Here I'm going to select contact form, and the data format is JSON. Let's click on send test data. So now I'm going to take you to Pabbly Connect to see if we have received the test response, and yes, here we have received the test response. So here I'm going to quickly save this, go back to Pabbly Connect, recapture webhook response. Now once the test is successful, here again I have recaptured the response, and now it is waiting for webhook response. So we are supposed to do a test submission so that the data can be recorded here in the webhook response. So basically, to understand if MakeForms and Pabbly Connect are properly integrated, we are going to do a test submission now. Let's go back to MakeForms, and here I'm going to take you to my forms. Let's go to contact form. So this here is the form. Let's see. So we have got the following fields: first name, last name, email address, and phone number. So when you're creating your own form, you can add more fields. So here are the fields you just have to drag. And once this is done, I'm going to click on republish. Let's click on yes. And here we can see we have received the link. So I am going to copy this link and open this link in a new incognito window. So you can see the form is getting loaded, and here is the form. So let's fill up the information. Let's say the first name here is Smart. The last name is User. Then we have the email address, which is smartuser@pabblytudes.com. Then we have the mobile number. So it is 9. So this is just a test number. And now I'm going to click on submit. So you can see that the submission has been successful. Going back to Pabbly Connect, let's see if we have received the response. And yes, here it is. So this here is the name of the form. This is the form ID. Then we have the phone number. Here we have the email address. Then we have the last name. Here we have got the first name of the person. So once we have received this information, now this new lead that we have just received, I want to send a WhatsApp message to the person. For this, I'm going to click on the action step. Here I'm going to select the application, which is WhatsApp by AiSensy. And the action event here will be to send template message. Let's click on connect. So here Pabbly Connect wants to connect with WhatsApp by AiSensy account. Here I have selected add new connection. Now to set up this connection, we need this API key. How can we receive this? So first of all, log into your AiSensy account. So this here is the account. Within this, we'll go to manage. And here we have got API key. This here is the API key. So I'm going to copy this, go back to Pabbly Connect, paste the same here, click on save. And as we do that, we can see WhatsApp by AiSensy and Pabbly Connect are now connected. Now here we have to enter the following information. First of all, the name of the campaign. So to understand the campaign, let me take you to AiSensy. Let's go to campaigns. So you can see these are the various campaigns that I already have created. Campaigns have got templates. So let me show you the one that we have just created to send messages to the new leads. So here you can see new registrations. Let me open this. So here the name of the campaign is new registrations. This here is the campaign type. This is the message type. Then here we have the template name, which is form submission. This was created at this date and time. Now as I take you down, here is the template. So hello, and then we have a number within double curly braces. Thank you for submitting the form. We have received your details, and these are the details: name, email and phone number. Our team will call you in the next 2 hours. Meanwhile, you can check our website. Then there's another number, thanks, another number and team. What are these numbers that are written within double curly braces? These are variables that can be changed every time you receive a new response. So every time the form is submitted, you will get a different name, email address and phone number. So these details can be mapped. Now the website of the company and the name of the company can remain static. So here if you want to map it, you can always do that. I can just write this manually. Now the first thing that I need is the name of the campaign. So here I'm going to copy this, go back to Pabbly Connect, paste the same and remove the refresh part. Next we need the mobile number. So now how do I add the mobile number here? So you can see in the previous response we had received the phone number. Now I'm going to retrieve it here. How? So as I click on this, I'm going to go to the previous step and this here is the mobile number. Now this method with which I have added the information here is known as mapping, and this is important so that every time the workflow runs, it can take the new data into consideration. Now let's say that I had written this phone number manually. So even when I had received a new lead, so the new number wouldn't have been taken into consideration. The only value that would have appeared would be this. So to avoid this, we map the information. Next, we have the username. Let's map this. So I'm going to click on this, go to step 1. So here we have the first name, give a space. This here is the last name. Then we have the source. Now here I can write MakeForms because I have received the new lead through MakeForms submission. Then tags. So I can write new lead. Next is template parameter. So here what do we have to add? So the value of the variables that are mentioned here we have to add the values. So first of all, we need the name. So here we have got the first name. Let's give a space. Then let's go down. This here is the last name. So I'm going to separate this with a comma. So I have added the name. Now I again need the name, email and phone number. So again, I'm going to add the same thing. So this is first name and then we have the last name, and then we need the email and phone number. So here I'm going to add the email. Let's go down. This here is the email. Then we need the phone number. So this here is the phone number. Now what do we need? Here we need the website of the company and then the name of the company. So I'm just going to write this manually, www.pabbly.com, and the name of the company is Pabbly Connect. So once we have added all these parameters, if you have any attributes to be added, you can add them here. Next, we have to add the URL and the file name. So let me take you to the template once again. And here you can see that we have also added an image. So what I'm going to do is this image that you can see, I want to add this image. So I'm going to copy this URL and here I'm going to add this URL. And the next thing is the file name. So here I'm going to add the file name, which is PHP course. And now I'm going to click on save and send test request. So here we can see we have received the response which says that our workflow has been a success and now the message must be received by the user. Let's go and check the same. And now here you can see we have received the response. So this here is the image attached and then here we have got the details. So it has been addressed to smart user. Here we have got the details that we have received through the form submission. Here is the name of the company and this here is the website address. So this means that our integration is a complete success. Let's check the same in real time. So I'm going to take you back to the form and open this in a new tab. Let's say the first name this time is test. The last name is demo. Then we have the email address which is test@pabblytudes.com. Here we have the phone number which is 9 and now I'm going to click on submit. So once the form is submitted, automatically what should happen? The WhatsApp message must be received by the new lead. So let's go and check and yes, here we can see hello test demo, thank you for submitting the form. We have received your details. This here is the name. Then we have the email address. Here we have the phone number. So this means our integration is a complete success. Now I'm going to take you back to Pabbly Connect to see what we have done. So here my trigger was MakeForms. The event was new form submission. Then my action application was WhatsApp by AiSensy. The event was to send template message. I hope this is absolutely clear to you. If in case you have any doubt, you can refer to the workflow which is given in the video description. You can also clone the same and start to process immediately. Apart from this, if you have any specific integration to work on, you can always write to us. Not only this, but you can integrate multiple applications using Pabbly Connect software. To ask any of your query, you have to write at forum.pabbly.com. You can also visit our website which is www.pabbly.com/connect. To get all the details about the latest updates, the integrations and applications, you can visit our Facebook group. If in case you have found this video helpful, then do not forget to share this with your friends and colleagues so that they can also get into automation and make their life easy. I'm going to see you very soon with different integrations and automations. Do not forget to like, share and subscribe. Take care of yourself.